Shalom, shalom. It's a brother Davia from GMS Mobile, Alabama camp. Coming at you with another lesson. But before I get started, I want to give all glory, praise, and honors unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Papa Dash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who teach and rule well. Peace and salutation to the whole field elect that's scattered abroad, preaching the truth and sincerity. Alright, and this is a little video I ran across. You know, it's funny, but you know, it's also sad, man, because this is the product of America. Alright, the government had the women to put the men out of the houses, you know, and promised them, you know, government benefits. Alright, and when the man is not in the house, he cannot rule over his house correctly. You know, he cannot guide his family correctly because he's not in the house. But you know, the children is left to the women. Okay, this is the ways of America. Okay, this is not ways of the Lord. Okay, because when you learn the ways of the Lord, you'll realize America is fucked up. But I'm gonna go ahead and play the video, and then I'm gonna bring out some precepts.
Before he got his order, when he saw the words "Lil Ugly Dude" printed at the bottom, he ran out of the restaurant.
It hurt my feelings. It made me cry.
Before he
He said it hurt his feelings, he made him cry. Hey, that's what you get, you know, when the women is left to raise boys, trying to turn them into men, man. You know, some of them, you know, come out soft like this dude, and some of them, you know, turn into to flaming moles. You know, full blown moles, man. You know, flaming faggots, man. But I want to grab the book of Job, because you know, this is what the Lord told Job. Let me see, verse 38. Verse 3, this is the point. It reads, "Gird up now thy loins like a man, for I will demand of thee, and answer thou you." Okay, and the point is, gird up your loins, man. Okay, you supposed to gird up your loins, you know. As Jake said in the world, you know, drop your nuts, man. Hey, you be a man. Okay, and how can you do that if you was never taught how to be a man? If you was never taught how to be tough and defend yourself, okay, and defend your siblings or whatever, man. How would you know these things if you wasn't taught? But instead, because the father's not in the family, okay, the household is taught by Esau, man. Okay, through your TV programming, you know, your shows you watch, cartoons or whatever. You know, it's just all confusion, man. All right, and America is totally against the ways of the Lord. As I was saying, you know, America is you know, against what the Lord was teaching. Okay, America is ran by the hearts of wicked people, man. I want to get Proverbs. You know, this ain't gonna be a long video. It's just a quick hitter. Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. This is Proverbs 29, verse 15. The rod and reproof give wisdom, but a child left to himself bringeth his mother to shame. Right, man. Hey, you supposed to like the scriptures say, you spare the rod, you hate your child. You know, if you don't give your child strikes how you supposed to give them, if you don't give them, you know, whoopings and correct him, okay, then how will he learn? And we already know just a mother raising a child is a unjust balance, man, because the mother is all love. She and the father, he loved the children too, but he's mostly, you know, about correction. Okay, and a man love his child as well. I mean, love his son as well as he love his daughter. But that man got to be there to teach his son, you know, how to be a man, man. Okay. And if he's a man of the Lord, you know, he's going to train up a child in the way he should go, man. Okay, you would not have this somebody calling you little ugly dude, you know, and he storming out of the restaurant crying and stuff, man. You know, that is a soft man. And the way this world is headed, a lot of them is gonna be, you know, caught up in this bullshit, man. You know, a lot of them is gonna be done for, man. This is Jeremiah chapter 6 verse 16, straight to the point. Thus said the Lord Yahweh, stand ye in the ways and see and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. Like I was saying, you know, the one of the ways of the old path, man, was having the man over the woman. Okay, if you had the man over the woman like it should be, and not taking the back seat to these women, letting your woman control everything, you wouldn't have these children growing up the way they're growing up. You know, they're raising monsters, man. All right, and some of them is raising, you know, these soft ones, man. Okay, that's not the way of the old path. But since you don't want to follow the ways of the old path, you got these things that you got to deal with, man. You know, these little simple things, man, that you got to deal with just because you don't want to hearken to the voice of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And I'm going to end it off right here in Ecclesiasticus and verse 10. It read, oh, how great is he that findeth wisdom, yet is there none above him that feareth the Lord. All right, man. You know, the Lord only loveth those that deal with wisdom, man. Because if you don't have no wisdom, you just a raging fool, man. Okay? You don't know nothing, man. You don't know how to walk in life according to the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. You know? But hey, that's the point, man. Alright, like I said, it's not gonna be a long lesson. Okay, hey, you got to get that wisdom and understanding, okay, of life. Okay, and the situation why life is the way it is today, man. And you only gonna get it through these scriptures. Alright. But with that being said, Lord, when the lesson was edifying to you, I'm gonna say shalom.